Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to the podcast. We got Ben Hussey, brand new co-host confirmed.
Yes, sir.
And we're bringing on Grant St. Jean today, so it should be a funny one. So let's let him in here.
And we should also let them know that this podcast was actually supposed to happen last night, and then
That is
but
true.
10 minutes before, Grant goes, "I'm busy."
And hasn't told us why, so
Yes, no reason.
you better fucking believe that's the first topic we talk about.
No, you fucking weren't.
He says he was playing Xbox. He was on with the boys. Dog, we planned this.
Disappointing.
You should be sorry.
How come we all have the same ceiling?
Because a lot of people have white ceilings.
I guess.
You're just special. You have a balloon in the background of yours.
Do you know what? That balloon has been blown up since July 17th. Isn't that insane? It hasn't.
Are you serious?
I'm not even kidding. For Kendall's birthday, I stole it from Stop and Shop and blew it up, and it just never lost its air. And so then I put it up on the wall a couple weeks ago.
That's nutty.
Yeah,
It's magic. That's actually magical.
I don't understand it.
I don't either.
Now that I talked about it, it's definitely gonna pop, but
It just starts like floating down as we're talking in this podcast.
100%. He's
Oh,
coming
God.
back, apparently.
Have you thought about using like, I don't know, headphones or like AirPods or something
That's a good idea.
so we can hear you? No? No, nobody needs to hear Grant. It's fine. Dog, you're not in it yet. Okay, there you are. This has started so fucking well.
Sorry about this.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Amazing.
Beautiful.
Electric.
All right, so you can hear me.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Oh.
Did it just cut out?
No, can you hear me?
Okay. No,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. It made us sound like it was about to
I was
fucking
about to
cut out.
flip. Okay. Grant St. Jean, introduce yourself.
Yeah, give us an intro for yourself since you fucking dipped on us yesterday and fucking caused problems today.
I go to their academy, and
What's your favorite thing to do on the weekends?
hang with the boys, but I guess we can't do that now.
I don't know. He's kind of been simping lately.
Oh.
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 Damn it.
Oh. Oh. What are you gonna say about that one, buddy?
Shrugs.
Shrug. That's it.
Was that?
Okay. We don't need to harass him.
Both of you have like huge headphones.
Yeah,
It's called a gaming headset.
We're fucking gamers, dog.
Yeah, I thought you were a gamer. You skipped this last night to play with the boys.
I mean, they got a headset.
You do. It's
House
not like you
party.
can't either. You have a job now.
He has a job. What's your job?
I work at a supermarket.
Yeah.
No way. Which one? Is it like a in Duxbury?
Brothers Supermarket in Duxbury.
Do you bag or what do you do?
I cut up fruit in the back.
No way.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Wait, I thought you just bagged. Are you serious?
No, I didn't bag.
You just cut up fruit?
Yeah.
For how long?
I make smoothies sometimes.
For how long?
For like 6 hours. I don't know.
Oh my.
Honestly, that sounds way better than what I do at Marshall's.
Are you still working?
No, are you?
Nah.
Did they fire you, or they just like?
They just like take a few weeks off. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's happened to me.
I got furloughed, which is like I'm still an employee, but I don't get paid and I don't have to work. So like whenever we come back, I'm gonna go back to working.
Wait, you still get paid? Or you don't get paid?
No.
Yeah.
But that happened like just a couple days ago. Before that, I was still getting paid for when I worked.
Where do you work?
Marshall's.
Wait, so do you get paid like on a do you get paid at the hourly?
Yeah, I get
so
paid minimum wage.
You were going to work during quarantine?
Well, not recently. So, like, I stopped working probably like I think it was the weekend we got off school.
Okay.
And
Well, you
so
got
I
paid for
stopped.
that.
yeah, I obviously got paid for that because I worked that weekend and then stopped after that. But after that, they kept paying me because they didn't want to fire anyone. And I guess they just had enough money to pay everyone. But like I only work Sundays, but Sundays is like you get paid time and a half, so I get paid like $16 or $18, something like that.
That's nice.
And so yeah, I don't know, but they just kept paying me. I didn't expect it at all. I just expect to get fired, but they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna keep paying you." And actually today, I'm supposed to get 2 paychecks.
Wait, just for not working at all? Just for like?
Yeah, for this weekend and then the next weekend, I guess.
That's. Oh my god, that's sick.
I know, right? So it's pretty fucking baller. You know, I didn't expect it at all, but now I feel bad for when I end up quitting because I'm not working there this summer.
If summer camps get canceled, then I'm screwed.
Do you work at camp there?
Come work at
Yeah,
the
camp
work
there.
at the grocery store.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Come work with us.
Do you like it?
Fuck no.
It's fun.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of old people work there, so.
Oh, they touch you? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Get a little frisky in there. Grandpa
Oh
Joe.
Lord. Oh Lord. No, I think I'm gonna get a job at the range.
Oh, it's in Hingham, right? Or
I'm
It
definitely
is.
coming
It's right in the
back.
border.
Yeah,
You better give me
So-
3 balls.
AJ does gigs there
I will.
sometimes.
You better.
My
Casper's
buddy.
actually gigging with AJ this summer.
No
He's gonna be
way.
yeah.
Is he gonna whistle?
I don't know. No, but he goes to the range a lot, so they might see you. You might see
Yeah,
him.
that'd be epic. My buddy Pork. We call him Pork because
Two
his
C's,
Xbox
right?
name's yes, 2 C's, 100%. But he lives across the street. His Xbox name's Porky Marlin, so we just call him Pork. And his grandparents own Weather Vane Golf Course, so he and what the range is part of Weather Vane.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna either get a job at Weather Vane or the range because he's gonna hook me up.
That's nice.
Oh, Hussy. I have a question.
Ooh, Grant coming out with the questions.
Who made that bingo that said?
Oh,
Who did?
I know. First of all, did we talk about this in the last podcast?
Hold on, did you not listen to the last podcast?
I don't listen to the last podcast.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
So allegedly, so Izzy apparently made the bingo, but it was Steph's idea to put that square on.
That was awesome. That gave me a good laugh.
Why is this motherfucker our first guest?
Yeah.
He didn't even listen to the first episode.
I mean, I wanted Sam Garber. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I did too, but like.
Fine. Have Sam Garber on.
No.
Shut the
It's
fuck
fine.
up.
Can't go back now.
Yeah, you already
Okay.
caused us enough problems. I wanna ask Grant if he's shaved since quarantine started.
I actually shaved my stash yesterday.
I actually
Yeah.
shaved once in the beginning, and then I haven't shaved.
I haven't shaved at all, but you can't tell because I don't grow facial hair.
Go up to the camera.
Got my little pedo stash going on.
Why'd you shave, Hussy?
Because I looked like a pedophile.
Did you see his story?
I look so much better without a mustache, honestly.
Ben, say what you said in your story again.
I said, am I weak? Yes. Am I a simp? Maybe. But do I look like a pedophile? No. And that was my reasoning.
I saw that and I was like, I just saw him with the camera in front of his fucking mirror and I was like, oh god, this is gonna be something weird.
I thought it was gonna be some TikTok thing that you're gonna do.
No.
Nah.
I haven't. Actually, I posted a TikTok, I think, yesterday.
Yo, Mason.
Yo, Grant.
My sister texted me and said, tell Mason I said hi, and I'm a fan of the podcast. So she watched it.
Addie listened to the first one and you didn't.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, Grant.
Who was the guest?
It was Ben, Caitlin, and Izzy. So it was like finding out who's gonna be the co-host. It was like an interview, but I didn't actually bring questions, so we just
Why
shot the
wasn't I
shit.
in the tryout?
Because you said you didn't want to be a co-host.
Oh, I said that? No.
You fucking idiot.
My bad.
Oh my.
So
Plus, you
One
won
of-
over Caitlin?
yeah, well,
Wow.
Caitlin was with
Caitlin had some
Julia.
outside factors that were affecting her draft stock.
Yeah. Caitlin was with Julie, and Julie was just doing dishes in the fucking background the whole time. And I was like,
together.
in health class, or not health class, it was nutrition. It's me, St. Clair, Maddie, and Kira Sage, and then Miss Brown, and then Mike Jones is there because obviously they live together. We were just like not really having nutrition class because what the fuck are we supposed to talk about? I mean, obviously we could talk about it. Could be a really good class now that I think about it because we're in quarantine. Like, what can you like make that's nutritious? Like, whatever. But we were shooting the shit. Nah, bidets came up. You know what a bidet is?
Nah.
You don't know what a bidet is? Can I explain?
Yes, you can.
It's a very luxurious toilet, and when you sit on it, it can, after you're done dropping your
Oh.
dump, it squirts up water in your asshole, and it cleans it up.
Yeah. So I was thinking I have a story about it, but before I get to that story, the one thing that I feel like Grant would have that he doesn't have is a bidet.
Yeah, it's weird that you don't have a bidet, honestly.
Like in at
You
least
have a
one of
baseball,
your
you have a
toilets.
batting cage, and not a bidet. Who does that?
Mason, have
Yeah.
you tried?
Yeah, that's my story.
Was it real? Was it real?
No, dude, it scared the shit
No,
out
it's
of
actually
me.
weird. When I went to Italy, they had them like everywhere, and
Yeah.
it's freaky.
One of my
Oh no, in Italy it was weird. It was like an old-fashioned bidet. It was so
oh
weird. So it
god,
was like a
you have to
toilet,
spit in it
and
and it
then
would just put
next
your
to it,
spit up.
it was like a small sink that it was like next to the toilet that you're supposed to like get up and sit in like the small sink, and then it was like you'd like turn the nozzle and it would just like flow water into your crack.
That's gross. That's so unsanitary.
I know, but
Like
it felt
other
kind of
people just
nice.
stick their ass in there. If you really think about that.
Same thing as a toilet.
Yeah, but with a toilet you can put like fucking toilet paper on the side so you don't have to really touch the toilet.
Do you do that every time you take a shit in a public place?
No.
Okay, good.
If it looks dirty, you fucking stick the toilet paper on there.
Yeah.
But like with what you're talking about, like you can't do that. You just gotta plant your ass there and hope no one else had shit stains on there.
Do you know what I never knew? Apparently, you can also get STDs from toilet seats.
No way.
Yeah, like think about it. It's technically possible. Like if someone like pissed on a toilet seat and had STDs and you sat on it,
That is true.
like I thought it was just like, oh, it's gross because you can sit on piss, but like it's a lot worse. Like I could be Magic Johnson.
Oh, I was waiting for the punchline of that one. So one of my friends, Jordan, so her family's friends with this guy named Scott, and he lives on a lake, and he's pretty, well off. He's got a bidet. And I went into the bathroom to go, take a shit, as one does, and like as I was finishing up taking the shit, like I looked to my side, and the flush thing wasn't there, but like there was like a fucking whole remote control thing. I swear
Oh,
to
I've
God,
seen
it
that
was
before,
not
I think.
in English. I swear to God.
No, in Cars. Have you seen the movie Cars? Oh,
Of
obviously.
course.
I think it was Cars 2, maybe. When, oh no, it might have. Yeah, I think it was Cars 2.
No, it was the original. Are you talking about when he was in the back of the truck and he pushed the buttons with his tire and then all of a sudden he got like sprayed with something?
No, no, it was when they were in like I think it was when they went to Japan when him and Mater went to Japan and they
Is
went in
that
the
2 or
bathroom and
3?
they had car bidets and
Oh
they
no,
had
I know
remote controls.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But
It was funny.
so I'm in there and I'm like trying to figure out which one's flush, and I just pressed one and just it's like I get up because it scared the shit out of me, and it just sprays on me. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, how do I explain this?
It blasted your ass. I think is what you're trying to say.
You totally missed what Grant said. Grant goes, my ass is too fat for that.
Yeah, that must be a pain. Like you have to get around that.
Oh Lord. Yo, if you had to like measure that thing, you think it would be like Kardashian level?
Maybe. I don't know. No, not Kardashian.
I don't think it's Kardashian.
I was watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians yesterday with my mom,
As one does.
And like, you see one of them just like walk away, and you're like, those are two like actual dwarf stars on their ass. Like, it's not even like an ass cheek; it's a dwarf star.
No, yeah. I've actually thought about that. Like, if you have like a really big ass, like, is it like an annoying having to like is sitting down uncomfortable? Do you think?
No, it's got to be like two pillows, right?
But like, I don't know. If it's like really, what if you like have a really muscular ass, and then it's like just like, whoop, and you're just like elevated, like, because your cheeks are massive.
Well,
That's my question.
as the resident
If
large
anybody
ass
has an extremely muscular
man.
ass, hit us up and ask the questions.
And as the resident large squishy ass man, could you explain?
It's pretty comfy.
It
It's
is
like,
comfy.
Yeah, see, like,
you don't
Yeah,
have to get
yeah.
touched.
That's well.
You
Grant's
don't fit anywhere.
got
yeah,
some fluff. I'm like, my ass is like I think like a little like above average, I would say, but like
No.
it's yes for a male.
Below average. Stand up. Stand up. Yeah, that is a tiny ass. That is small. There's no curve in that.
No, there is some curvature. Can you cut that part out, please?
Don't cut that out.
Yeah. Do you have a workout routine? That's actually one of my questions
No.
for you. What's your workout routine?
He doesn't.
Go to the gym. Like, sometimes. Just lift some weights.
Yeah, what the fuck is sometimes?
There's some weights. Do you do squats
3 times a week.
3
Wait.
times a week?
Your gym?
Yeah.
Oh, because he has a home gym. Yeah.
I feel like that's not true.
I do it sometimes. I rode the Peloton a few times.
Oh, you have a Peloton?
Yeah, dude.
That's gas. I want a Peloton. We talked about this last time, didn't we?
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about Peloton.
You know my stance on Pelotons.
Pelotons are like so like intense.
How often
Like-
does your family use your Peloton?
Your mom definitely uses it a lot.
And my dad. And Addie.
And then Grant's just there, like,
Is Parker at your house?
Yeah.
is he still living in the guest house?
No. He's back in the...
Did you fucking fumigate that thing?
Yeah. We cleaned that.
So like what was that like having Parker not like living with you but living with you?
It was weird. It was like, 'cause we didn't see him for like 6 months. And then he was back, but he was just like, we just didn't see him for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
because he was quarantined.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Where was he?
He's in Baja,
Yeah.
right?
to Baja?
Yeah.
And he was in like Miami before that.
Did any of the kids who came back from Baja get it?
No. Are
I don't think
Because
so.
apparently, like every single Milton Academy girl got it who was there.
you serious?
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
but I don't think anyone from there got it.
I don't know. I hope not. Like, I obviously wouldn't want someone to get it, but like,
No, it's not that bad.
Wait, did you
Dude.
actually have it, Hussy?
Yes, I did. I didn't have any
Stop.
symptoms, but I had it.
Did you get tested?
No, my dad got tested, and I lived with him, and he like was with me all the time.
there's like no way you didn't have it, but like, that's nuts. And you can't say it's not that bad because there's people fucking dying.
Okay, old people, not me,
Oh my
not
God.
us.
You didn't know that.
Like, yeah, it's bad because like you don't want it to give to your like grandmother, but like for us,
You're only saying that because you had asthma. You have asthma and you didn't
exactly.
die.
I have asthma.
Sports indeed.
My dad has a bad immune system. Hey, Dad. Hey, son. See, he's still alive. But Grant, I had one more question for you about your butt.
Okay.
Have you ever sent a booty pic to a girl?
No.
Are you sure?
I can bring on Kendall right now and ask.
After.
We're making a
I never
FaceTime
said
call.
if. Would you send a booty pic to me?
FaceTime Kendall Bryan.
I would send a booty pic to you. If you want one. But you gotta send one back, Hussy.
Don't say that. That's weird.
She better fucking answer. Let's make for great content.
Hussy, I'm not kidding. Send it.
Hold on. Okay. Can you hear me? Not. Yeah, you can hear me. Can you hear her?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm on the podcast right now. Say hi.
Hi.
the boy Grant is on
Yeah. Oh yeah.
interviewing, and so we have a question.
I said no. It's false.
Has Grant ever sent you booty pics?
I haven't sent booty pics.
We need an honest answer.
I wish he has, but he has never.
Yo.
Boom.
Okay.
And
So
I'm
Grant.
he slapped him.
I'll send
Okay.
Hussy.
Okay. Disconnect
You
from
say
her.
you'll send some?
We don't need to me.
Oh, to Hussy. Sorry.
Hussy.
What are you about to say? Are you about to say you're lying and you have?
No, I said I didn't ask for any. I don't want any.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
sorry.
Grant, what is the most expensive thing that your parents bought you before you turned 13 years old?
Before I turned 13. Probably one of those like mechanical cars, like that you just drive.
You the mini ones? You definitely had one of those.
Yeah.
You definitely were just cruising down the streets of Duxbury in those.
Hey,
What are you majoring at, PC? Do
Business.
you know yet? Business?
Yeah.
Are you working to inherit daddy's business?
Nah.
Daddy?
Really?
Wait, what is your dad? Can I ask what your dad does?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, you just asked him what the most expensive fucking thing his parents bought him when he was 13. So,
Before he was 13, I see.
it doesn't he do like sell like whatever that I don't know what it's called, but doesn't he like sell companies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Shark Tank?
Kinda. Yeah.
Is your dad Mark Cuban? He kind of looks.
Definitely.
No, he doesn't look like him.
Could your dad get the hookup to go on Shark Tank
Mark
as like a
Cuban's-
special guest?
Mark Cuban's daughter is on TikTok.
How old is she?
I think she's like 17, 18.
She's definitely.
Okay.
So
You have to make sure that's valid.
yeah, look it up right now. Don't worry.
Or else I might have to not post this one. She's definitely
Oh God,
like
I
14.
take it back. I think
Is she fucking like 14?
no, she's not.
How old is she, Ben?
I'm looking it up right now. Mark Cuban's actually active on TikTok for some reason.
Weird.
He has better things. I guess no one has better things to be doing actually right now.
That is valid.
You guys have TikToks?
Ben does.
Yeah.
I don't. Because TikTok gives your information to fucking South Korea. Yeah. So, I like not giving my information to South Korea. So I
Okay,
don't have
that's
TikTok.
first of all, it's China, and like, what information are they gonna get? What humor you like?
No, it sends like actual like information. It doesn't send like what you're looking at on TikTok.
Okay. It says about 17 years on Google.
So
About.
that's like 15.
I think I'm in the clear.
I don't think so.
I think so.
About can mean anything, bro. She could be 12 for all you know.
Oh fuck, she's 16. That's fine. That's legal, I think. Yeah. I'm 17.
They're still 17. You both are 17.
Yeah, we have the same birthday.
How old are you? 25?
Nah, I'm 18.
You turned 19. You're old, right?
Wait, his birthday's
You better get this, Mason.
July. Oh yeah, it's July 22nd.
Yeah.
I was
so
like,
you're like almost a year older than me.
It's the same as your brothers, Mason.
yeah, that's why I was like, why the fuck was I confused about that?
I have the same birthday as my brother. Isn't that crazy?
That's
And
weird.
me.
That is weird.
Yeah.
They're
Do you know why? Because he's my twin. You absolute moron.
I thought you had. I forgot you had. I thought it was.
Are you guys technically identical?
No, we're fraternal.
Fraternal.
He looks
okay.
like you, though.
No,
He looks like-
my sister looks more like me than he does. I'm not even kidding. It's like Addie. Addie looks so much like you, Grant. Or you.
Yeah, I know. Now that I'm thinking about it, like he does look a lot like you, but not as much as your sister. But Grant and Addie are like the same exact face.
I know.
Like there is
My
nothing
sister always
different.
gets pissed when I tell her she looks like me because she's like, I look like a boy. I say, yeah, you do.
Or do you look like a girl because she's older than you?
Nah. What? I don't think that's how it works. Maybe. Maybe not.
I want to know, like, whenever I eat brownies personally, I always have to have, a side of milk. Is that
Of course.
valid?
Of
Does
course.
does everyone feel that way?
Brownies and cookies, you need milk with it.
And cookies, yeah, definitely cookies.
Any baked goods that come right out of the oven, even when they're like not right out of the oven, I feel like you kind of need cookies. I mean, you need milk.
Cookies depends though.
Like Chips Ahoy, I don't have milk with like Chips Ahoy.
Yeah,
They don't need that. That's more of a snack.
Yeah, but like
they go straight to Grant's
Oreos and
ass.
milk.
Straight.
Oreos and milk. Okay, hold on. All right, so Sola came over my house one day, and she decided to
Before
just
quarantine, before quarantine.
before. This is a while ago. Sola came over my house one day, and she just raided my snack cabinet because she does that, and she took out the Oreos, and then asked where my silverware was. I'm like, what? And so she went to go get my silverware. She grabbed a fork, and obviously had a glass of milk as well.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
And she stuck the fork in the middle of the
And
Oreo
the cream, yeah, I've seen this.
and then dumped it in the milk. And as like big brain as that is,
That is facts. Because like sometimes when you drinking milk and you're
honestly though, no wait.
you get it in there.
yeah,
do you guys
but
dip your cookies and brownies and Oreos into milk, or do you eat it and then use the milk to wash it down?
no, Oreos you dip it in milk. It's Milk's favorite cookie.
Oh, I just use it to wash it down. I don't dip.
Mm-mm. Are you kidding me? A nice soft Oreo. Oh my god.
No, I don't like I like the crunch.
I mean, like there's times for the crunch, but then there's times for the nice milk soft Oreo.
She
And
used the
so
fork.
yeah, and she used the fork, and I was like, that's like disrespecting the Oreo, low key.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's smart, but like necessary. Like, do you really like? Do you get milk on your fingers that much that you need to? Because I
No.
feel like a fully wet Oreo, fully milked Oreo, like you don't like. I think like half milk, half crunch is perfect.
Yeah, because you don't want to you don't want to completely remove the crunch.
Exactly.
There's got to still be like, the hint of actual Oreo in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was just fucking freaky.
Are you in agreement, Grant?
I didn't enjoy it. I made her put the Oreos away after.
Oh, Senior Summit. What do you think about that? Did you see that?
Oh my god.
I had no idea what to do.
It makes no
They
sense.
didn't explain it at all.
Yeah, she was just like, it's a thing. Congrats.
Like you can like pursue an interest, and that was like it. Oh,
Yeah.
she was like, you can write some code, you can write an essay or something.
Yeah. Like, why would I want to fucking write essays?
I know.
What the fuck? And then Gaffy's been trying to explain it for like weeks.
Is he on the committee?
Yeah. And he's like, all he's been saying is it's just like you have so much freedom to pick whatever you want. And we're like, Gaffy, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, you just have so much freedom. And
Like to
we're
do what though? Like if I just want to like watch movies, can I do that?
yeah, like it's like there's no instruction. Like what if like this if this is what they were telling us to do while we're still in school? It basically is what they were telling us to do while we're still in school. But like now we can't leave our fucking house. So what the
Yeah.
fuck are we supposed to do?
Yeah, it's weird.
What were you gonna do? You were gonna do the thing with Sophie Brown, right?
Yeah, I was
What were
gonna
you
go
gonna do,
teach
Grant?
fucking gym classes.
Well, I was going to Greece, and then I was going to do
Oh,
something with Brad Peterson, but I can't do that now.
Yeah, you can't do either now.
That sucks.
So and then I feel bad because like Aimee and Katie made that video. Do you guys watch that one?
I didn't watch it. I couldn't stand. Listening.
They made the video, and Aimee was like, I feel bad because she was like trying to like be, Aimee
Optimistic.
optimistic, yeah. But like I was just like, oh my god, because she was saying like this is super like cool, like this is something only our class will have to do. This
Yeah.
is something like the first, and I'm like, I don't fucking want to be the first one to have to do a senior
I just
project
want to do
at home.
senior projects. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, obviously, it's not like Aimee's fault, but like.
Oh no, that's why I'm like I feel bad because that's like she needed to do that. She needed
Yeah,
to have like
say
be a
that.
student and like pretend like she was actually excited for this, but like
Yeah.
I would like please shut up. And I as soon as I heard that, I just turned off the video. I was like, no, not happening, not a chance. Another story from Sophie Brown. Not from Sophie Brown, from the nutrition class. I you know how I think you've seen it, Grant, the fire pit I built outside. in the backyard. So for Ben, I built a fire pit outside, and it's it's a pretty fucking fire pit. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I built it with like these stones that I just found in the backyard. And, it's pretty cool. They used to be part of my patio, but like they're not anymore. So I just used them to build a fire pit.
Facts.
But so I built the fire pit, and like invited a few of my friends over for to have a fire in the fire pit. But I built it on my patio, and I guess the stones on the patio, they don't like do heat very well. And so we didn't know this at the time, but they just started like cracking and like popping, and
Popping?
Yeah, like they crack and make a wicked loud pop, like someone's fucking shooting at you. And so like we were dicking around having a fire, me and a few of my buddies from Weymouth, and all of a sudden like the fire just started to like pop, and we were like, oh, it's just probably like the wood. You know how the wood does that, like it's fine. And then it started happening more, and we were like, what the fuck, like what's happening? And so we're sitting there and we're like, okay, this isn't normal. And so I'm moving around the wood in there, like trying to figure out what's happening, and it didn't happen for a bit. And so I was like, okay, whatever. And so all of a sudden it started happening again, like louder, like more often. We were like, holy shit, the fire's shooting at us.
Is that from
The Office, when
when
the fire drill episode?
Dwight puts the fire,
yeah, and he puts the firecrackers on the ground, and he's like, the fire's shooting at us. And so we say that, and we're like freaking out, like what the fuck is happening? And so I run inside and I grab a fire extinguisher that's like made for like grease fires on the stove. And like that was like the only one I knew was there. And so I started blasting the fire pit, and like for a while it just wouldn't go out. It just puffed in smoke. And I was like, what the fuck do I do? So I grabbed like I told someone to grab cups of water, and they started throwing cups of water in there while I was spraying the fire extinguisher, waiting for the shit to go out. And it was wild. And then like as soon as it was out, like it was just a puff of white smoke from like the fire extinguisher just going straight up. And it was like so frightening. My mom came out and she's like, what the fuck just happened? Because obviously she hears like cracking,
pop, 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 pop.
kids screaming. She's like, what's going on? And I'm like, the fire started shooting at us. And she was like, you idiot. And like I haven't.
So is your patio like messed up now?
Like probably like under the fire pit, probably, but like
But you can't see that.
I haven't had a fire in it since.
Yeah.
I covered
and,
it. I covered it in dirt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, and then we got like those things that you have in actual fireplaces that hold the wood, like the wood racks. Sure.
Kind of.
We put one of those in there, so like when you put wood in there, it doesn't just go right on the stones.
Smart.
Yeah, so we big brained it after we small brained it.
I had a burn last week. Do you know what that is?
Isn't that when you just burn shit?
Yeah, essentially, you get like all your scrap, like wood and stuff that's around your yard, and you just burn it. You have to get like a permit from the town or whatever to do it.
Yeah.
But it was fun because you just like, I'm like low key a pyromaniac. Like I just like setting stuff on fire.
You can ask.
That was a bad way to put it.
That is freaky. Freaky.
No,
no. I understand that.
Like just like having a lighter and just going in that and be like, not licking it, but I don't know.
You could ask my mom. You can ask my brother. You can ask probably anyone who's been to my house and seen me light a fire. I'm a complete pyro. I have no shame in saying it. Obviously I'm not gonna fucking burn down a fucking.
Not gonna be an arsonist, but
yeah, but like fire's like dope. I'm an arsonist, bro. What can I say?
Isn't fire like crazy? Imagine being like a caveman and just like seeing fire for the first time.
Yeah,
like, that would be some scary shit.
That'd be some wild shit.
Like they didn't even know how to like harness fire for like thousands of years.
And now we can do like controlled burns and like.
And now we have freaking lighters in our pockets that we can just go like that and fire.
And like when you see a fire, like obviously not like a forest fire, but like when you see a fire, it's like whatever.
Yeah, if you're at like a friend's house and there's like having a fire.
Yeah,
Yo,
It's
maybe,
wild.
you know what we haven't done in a long time?
I'm so scared.
Remember that night we went to the Target and like the Ben and Jerry's? We need to do that again.
Oh my god, dude, that story.
So fun.
That
What
was like,
happened? Explain.
oh, there's so much in this. All right, I'll tell it. Grant, you just like correct me if I'm wrong or like if I miss anything. How did it? All right, so it started. We had school, wasn't it? Like a blackout night or something.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a blackout night, and like,
We're Tucci's.
yeah, so go to Tucci's, you know, have a good time at Tucci's, whatever. Was it? Wait, was that the night of the fun server?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah. So I don't remember the guy's name. I think it was like Thomas or something. But so we go to Tucci's, like the whole crew. You know, we're hanging out, having a good time, having some dinner. Obviously, Grant's paying for my meal because
I probably
He's-
just did that one.
I think you've probably paid for like all my Tucci's, dude.
Oh yeah.
Because I always tell you like the only.
Drag you there.
I always tell you the only way I'm going to Tucci's is if you pay for me. And we're in Tucci's and there's sick server. His name's Thomas. I don't remember what he was saying. I think he was just shooting the shit with us. But like, didn't Swaney tip him like $40 or something at the end of our dinner? We're all leaving and Swaney tips him like a shit ton of money. Like, obviously not like a shit ton of money, but like as far as tips go, like a pretty hefty tip. And so like we're all just like, oh, okay,
chill.
quick flex. But yeah, that's how the night started. And so we're getting out of Tucci's, and like everyone's like,
movie, right?
No, that wasn't the night of the movie, was it?
Yeah, and then we went to like.
I think I remember seeing this on Snapchat stories.
And then we
it was my story. I have the whole.
And then those like two guys.
Yes, you guys. Was this when Gaffy had that tries? There's the girl that wanted to.
Yes.
Yes, I've heard this story before.
All right, wait.
Gaffy was a pussy.
After
What?
the movie theater.
Yeah.
And then Gaffy was like, no.
Gaffy was like,
Yeah. It's the girl asked for a Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few of them too. There's a few of them. He's like, no.
Yeah. What movie did we
is it?
see? Wasn't it? Isn't it romantic or something?
Yeah.
Because that was like the only movie in the theater.
Yeah.
Was it AMC?
Yeah, the only movie that was like playing at the time we could have seen it.
We went to Target after.
Yeah. Okay. So we went to the movie. Gaffy's whole fiasco with the Snapchat girl that he was like, no, I just don't want her Snapchat, and we're like, dog, and so that happened. So
I think she was like 15 though.
How old was this last year? So we were all like
junior
16.
year, I think.
Junior year.
Yeah, so we were like 16. Nah, she was definitely our age. She was definitely our age.
Yeah.
But so we get in the movies and fucking bad. Like I thought it was
in it. Do you remember it?
It was Rebel Wilson.
It was like
so it wasn't like terrible because she's fucking hilarious, but like.
Have you seen the movie Jojo Rabbit? Oh, great movie. She's in that.
Interesting. Isn't it the one with the Hitler?
Yeah.
That's why I was like, maybe not. But
it's like funny.
Yeah. So after the movie, nobody really wanted to go home because it wasn't that late. We were just chilling, and so we went to Target. And so obviously, when you go to Target, you gotta sit in the shopping cart.
I was just pushing you around.
Yeah. And so I was sitting in the shopping cart and Grant was pushing me around. We were just dicking around.
Like we were just probably like placing things.
So this whole story led up to something that wasn't even that night, is what you're telling me?
We went to Dave & Buster's at some point, didn't we?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh, wait. No. I remember.
No, you have to have someone that's older than 24 to go to Dave & Buster's. It's so dumb.
So, okay, we went to Dave & Buster's after Target, but we went to Target and, you know, I was just dicking around in the shopping cart, grabbing shit, and then Grant would be like, you can't take that. So I'd end up putting it back and then grabbing more shit, and he'd slap me and I'd put it back. And, or I just put it in some random spot and he'd be like, whatever, it's not in the cart anymore.
Parking lot and started like fucking around in the parking lot.
Well, no, we went outside and I was still in the shopping cart.
Yeah.
Remember? And then,
Then
like,
someone whizzed a snowball at us. Remember Griffin?
yeah,
Well, this wasn't there in the winter.
Yeah.
it was. And so we get
Someone
a
just away from our faces.
yeah, we get a snowball thrown at us from Griffin. All of a sudden, we're like, oh shit, is this about to be a snowball fight? And it was about to be, but then all of a sudden we turn around and we see these two big dudes walking towards us, big dudes, and we're like, a few cars down from our car, and like they're coming at us, big dudes, like just staring at us, and one of them yells, and we're like,
You guys
Oh, fuck.
were so scared.
we
just got in the
shitting our
Volvo
pants.
and took off.
Yeah. I look back, I look back, I hear it, and I go, run.
We all go in the Volvo. Me and you go in the Volvo. Everyone goes in their cars.
We didn't wait for anyone. Me and Greg just hopped
You
in
just
the
got out of
Volvo
there?
and just zoomed. Oh,
That was
man.
so scary.
It was so frightening, dude. I was like,
Was it like dark out?
yeah. Remember, so then we went to Dave and Buster's and we tried to get into Dave and Buster's. And what we were just obviously, like you said, you have to have someone that's over a certain age to get into Dave and Buster's.
24. It's so dumb.
Yeah. And so we were like, huh. We get in there and we were like about to just walk in, like, sneak in. But like we decided not to because there were like a shit ton of us. So like we didn't want to like go in and, get kicked out, because why would you want to do that? Because it's Dave and Buster's and it's pretty epic. And so we go to Dave and Buster's, and then for some fucking reason, Bogart decides to drive his car into a snowbank.
Oh, I've heard this before too. Yeah.
Into the snowbank. Then he tries
We're
to
just
get
like,
out. He tries to turn to the left. It wouldn't turn. It was just
yeah.
locked.
And like everyone had left. We decided we were going to Dave and Buster's like before he did this. So everyone like left and they were already at Dave and Buster's. And so it's just me, Grant, and whoever's in Bogart's car with him. I think it might have been like one person. I can't remember who though. But he drives his car into a snowbank. And me and Grant are fucking crying, laughing, and then he backs out of it, and he's like,
one of those huge snowbanks that's like at least like 20 feet tall.
yeah, the one that when you plow a parking lot and then it just like happens. And so he drives in that, he backs up, and then we're like, okay, that was funny, let's go. And he's like, guys, I can't move. And we're like, he calls me on my phone because we're about to leave, and he's like, guys, wait for me. I literally can't move. And like, we're like, what do you mean? Like, and he's like, my car's it's not driving. I can't turn it. I'm like, holy shit, is this really happening?
Oh
So we drive back to him, pull up next to him, and we just start cracking up, pointing at him, laughing at him. Like, we're like, you fucking idiot, you drove your car to a snowbank.
Yeah.
And so all that happens, and then he finally gets his car to turn and work, and we're like, we decide to go behind him just in case, like, something happened while he was driving, and, we could call him up real quick and tell him that his car is about to run off the road. But nothing ended up happening. Ben and Jerry's obviously down the street.
Yeah.
And so we get into Ben and Jerry's, and all of a sudden I look into the line, and I see like 4 people from my middle school. And I'm
like kids?
No, like that were in my grade.
Yeah, not faculty, kids.
Oh yeah, no, kids. But like, I was like, is that who I think it is? And
you haven't talked to them in like years.
Yeah, no, I hadn't talked to them. And then I look to my left, and all of a sudden, I see my math teacher.
Yeah.
So I see my math teacher. I'm like, I'm dreaming. Like, this is not real.
Want to comment what state you were in?
Like this, that has already been crazy enough for you. Like you can't handle it.
Yeah, like I was like, what is happening? And so, like, I stood there for a second, and then I was like, okay, there's no way I can avoid this. They've seen me, I've seen them. And so I went up, and I'm like, oh my God, like, hey, what's up, y'all? And like hugged all the people in the line, and then saw my math teacher again. He was like, hi, like, what's up? My math teacher's the dad of one of the girls that's that was there. I go have like a 20-minute conversation with this dude, and I'm like, this can't be real. But I'm having a conversation with him. So what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And my mouth gets super dry, and I'm like freaking out, like this
You're
is not
shaking. You're going, "Hi,
Yeah.
Mister."
real. I had the conversation, and then we get back in the car. Everyone's finished their stuff. I say bye to everyone, and I get back in the car with Grant. I'm like, bro, did that just happen? And he goes, yeah, you fucking idiot. That was so awkward for all of us.
We all sat around him like he was
Just waiting for him to finish talking to his math teacher while you're getting your ice
We were
cream.
just sitting there eating our ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
weird.
You guys weren't saying anything to each other. Like, you weren't even having
You guys were just like
conversations
silent. You're just
with
like,
each other. Just
We're
eating
like,
your ice cream. I kept looking over at you guys to make sure you weren't like
dead
leaving without me.
or leaving, I guess.
should have left.
No, that would have been
Mm.
extremely rude.
Wow.
I would
What a
not
night.
been able to get home. Yeah, and that was that.
Great night.
It was a
Crazy.
fantastic night. So let's summarize that up again, because like in a way shorter time.
Okay, good.
So started off at Tucci's, fun server. Swaney does the whole tipping a lot of money thing.
Mm.
Next is the movie, and we go to the move. Gaffy doesn't get that girl's Snapchat. Great. I'm in a shopping cart. We're fucking around. These guys come out and yell at us. I yell,
You
run. We
bolt.
get in the car. We bolt. Next, Dave and Buster's can't get in. Tragic. Bogart drives his car into a snowbank. We laugh at him. Great time. Ben and Jerry's. I go talk with my math teacher who fucking knows how long. It was surreal. Next, home.
Wow. What a night.
What a fucking night.
It's crazy.
That was when I was driving you like everywhere too.
Yeah.
Was that when the Uber review started?
Yeah, probably.
I think that was a little before.
That's something for a different
And I
episode,
called
though.
out the Uber.
We've been running for over an hour now.
scam just to get people to
Yeah.
get the rides.
Okay, no. All right, hold on. This needs to be addressed because he just fucking disrespected me.
Dude,
So-
that was the whole thing, dude.
No,
What'd you
it
say?
I was like,
wasn't.
please let me drive you so you can give me a review. Everyone would say
Yeah.
it was just a ploy.
That was the main driving point for most of your rides.
No, it wasn't. Because it
Yes,
started.
it was.
No, it wasn't because it started
You
out.
didn't have to pay for any rides.
Yeah, no shit. I wasn't paying for rides whether I gave you an
They-
Uber review or
some people,
not.
like bought you like mints and like drinks to have in the car.
No, okay. I never asked for
Yeah,
any
didn't
of that
St.
shit.
Clair did that?
Someone,
I think St. Clair gave me like gum or something.
someone gave you like
Someone made you like a full gourmet meal, 4 courses.
It was like so stupid.
Okay, no. Okay, so it started out. Uber reviews started out with like actual Ubers.
Yeah.
And that's and you know, obviously I was paying for those Ubers. No shit. I wasn't saying like, hey, I'll give you an Uber review on my private store if you drive me home. Like, no, it's dumb. And so those started. Edward is probably the highlight of that fucking rapey guy that like got posted.
Yo.
He got posted on someone's story, and I was like, I swear to God, I had that.
Oh
guy.
yeah.
But so that happened, and then there were a few other scares that can be addressed in another time.
Then you
But
started with people in our grade.
yeah, and so I started to do it with people in our grade, and I think Grant was the first one.
Yeah, you gave me a .001.
This is why we get to my house because he's dropping me, or we're picking up clothes from my house because it was like a blackout night. It was something weird that I needed clothes for. And so we get to my house, get in the driveway. I'm getting out of the car. He doesn't put it in park. And so I get out of the car, and the car comes this close to taking off to rolling over my foot.
Yes. I know
And
this. I remember this.
so I get my clothes inside. I yell at him for that. I get my clothes inside and come back outside. The car is still not in park.
I was just holding it the brake, dude. I thought you were gonna be like 2 seconds.
So I come back out to the car.
Mm-hmm.
Car's still not in park. He almost runs over my foot again while I'm getting in the car. And so I'm like, dude, did you almost just run over my foot again? And he's like, Maybe.
And then I backed out and I didn't look like one way, and we almost
We almost got hit by a car.
we got 1 laner into a 2 laner because we were going. So we kept going.
One time I was driving home late at night, and I was just I wasn't drunk. I've never drinking and driving in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just on the other side of the road, and I realized after 10 seconds, I was like, holy shit! And there was no cars on the road, so I was fine. But it was bad. It was just.
But you're on the left side of the road.
Yeah. I thought it was a one way, and there was just 2 lanes.
What Grant did was he was gonna take a left turn into St. Clair's driveway because we were going to pick up St. Clair, and he was going to take that turn, but instead of just being like a normal person, just stopping, waiting for a car to come by, it wasn't like a 2-lane road, so there wasn't like a left only lane or something, and so he stops in the fucking middle of the road. And turns the 1-lane road into a 2-lane road. And there's cars beeping left and right.
I was getting so scared.
He was pissing his pants.
These cars keep coming, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go straight. And then the people on the right wouldn't let me in, so I was just driving down the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Finally, someone lets him in, and we go take a U-turn somewhere.
Papa U.
Pick up St. Clair. But it was I was like, dude.
I remember that because you automatically turned off the radio after that. You were sitting in silence.
You just sat in silence. That was his punishment.
On the ring.
Yeah, I was like, clearly you're fucking distracted, motherfucker. Oh my god, dude. That was honestly, driving with you is the funniest thing, but also the scariest thing. It's so fucking funny. But back to Uber reviews overall. I did not plan on them getting to where they were. So I ended up giving people 4.9 type shit because obviously the whole goal was to get a 5 out of 5, and that would be Uber review Jesus. And so
5.5. Begging you, please come with me. We got together and be like, please, I'll give you a ride.
Yeah, because I mean, it was they were funny. I tried to make them as funny as possible because it was obviously.
I came up in every one. It was.
Yeah, because you got a .001.
You brought me up in every single one. I'm like, why?
It's improvement.
It's a comparison.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Eventually, someone got to a 4.99.
Yeah, at that point, I'm like, I'm shutting this down.
Yeah, this is blasphemy.
And so
that was when you were just playing with our emotions.
Yeah. Well, Grant was all of a sudden out of nowhere, Grant goes, Uber reviews is a scam. And I was like,
no, because I'm like, let me redeem myself. And you let me redeem myself. And it was a perfect ride. And you gave me a 2.7. This thing fucking sucks. Fuck this thing.
I was just livid.
He was so mad. You're so right. That did happen. Oh man.
Then after that, I'm like, I'm done. I'm shutting this down.
Yeah, you're like, this is just a scam for Mason to get rides places. And I'm like, dog, whether I do this or not, I'm gonna need a ride places.
But people will be more eager to give you rides. You won't have to beg. You'll just have to.
You're doing a favor to them, not
it completely switched the power dynamic. Yeah. It's usually the driver has power over the passenger, but no, when you were in the car during the reviews era, you had all the power, Mason.
I always had shotgun. I had
definitely whatever. The person was if they were going to get gas, be like, okay, just go buy me a few snacks.
Yeah. But the thing is, it never got to the point where I was abusing it to get things. It was always just for the ride, and people were like, no, I'll give you this, and I'll be like, I'm okay. But sure.
Well, I mean, if you insist.
You know who it was? It was Jack McKenna who got me.
Raise your hand if you're not surprised.
He gave snacks and a drink.
Yeah, I remember that. He went
He gave me a water that was in his trunk, and then he got me stuff from Cumbies. That's what it was. Shout out Jack if you're listening to this. That's what it was. And then Grant was like, "You're just doing this to get things," and I'm like, "Dog, I just need rides places."
I just
I
the
just don't
snacks
have
are
a life.
snacks are a very appreciated side piece, but hey, I'm only doing this for the rides.
That's really it. And then he got everyone against me. The
Yeah.
whole group chat was against me. Like I remember Griffin was like, "No, I will not be giving you another Uber view ride." And then everyone was like that, and then I still hadn't given St. Clair one, and he was like, "So like, I still want one." And I was like, "Looks like he's gonna be my driver next time."
He drove you like 10 times after that. He was your driver after that.
Yeah,
It was also because it makes most sense because they live the closest to each other.
yeah. But it was like there were some times where like it would make sense for Grant to drive me, and then there were some times where St. Clair would drive me. Anytime I had to go home, St. Clair would drive me.
Obviously.
But Grant, our car rides were like,
It's so fun.
they were pretty legendary. Grant's always my main driver. Anytime I don't like, anytime I'm not driving or like don't want to drive, I'm always like, "Grant, can you drive me?" And he's like,
Do you feel
Yeah.
safe in Grant's car?
"No, not at all."
Now you do.
No, are you
Grant, what kind of car
kidding?
do you drive?
I've
Oh, you should have the
been
Jeep, yeah.
The last few months.
What was the last time you drove me?
I don't know. It's been like 2 months since I've seen you, so.
I know, but there was one time. Oh yeah, it was me, you, and Bogar. We went to Chipotle,
Hmm.
and you know how you always drive those roads so terribly.
Yeah.
So you know how when you go to Chipotle, if you take the first right and you drive through that windy road through all the businesses, it drives through those like they're a 1-lane road. Like there's not people coming his other way.
There's nobody coming. You can just go straight. You don't have to.
No, you still have to know because if like they're curvy, so if you don't see someone that's coming,
When it's in the open, yeah, but when you go that curve, you have to get on the right side.
yeah, and you don't.
Sometimes.
And so he's driving. He almost gets in a fucking accident. He ran over the curb.
Okay, that was not that day. That was not that day.
Okay, so it was a different day, so it still happened.
Probably like a long time ago.
No, it was recent. It was recent enough for me to remember it.
Whatever.
And then another time, it wasn't the same time, but we went to Chipotle. We're leaving and we're coming out to take the left back to Thayer, and Grant's playing with his Dunkin' drink. Do you remember this? And he always has like 4 of them in his car at the same time because he never throws them away. And so he's playing with it, and he's like sticking his pinky in and out of like the straw hole. And he gets it stuck and he can't get it out. And there's a green light. And so he's driving the car with one hand in his Dunkin' drink and one hand on the steering wheel.
Try that. It absolutely kills. Stick your hand in through the cap of a Dunkin' Donuts thing and try to get it out. It stabs you. Try
You know why I'm not going to do that?
Oh, actually, yeah,
I'm not a
I
fucking
agree.
idiot.
They kill. Like, it hurts.
It hurts.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, it hurts a lot more when you're fucking driving and you're going to kill 2 people in your car.
Have you ever gotten in an accident, Grant?
No.
The most
I actually got in an
surprising
accident.
fact on
I got in
the
an
planet.
accident on my way to your house, like the first week I had my license.
Really?
Yeah. But it was no damage, so it's yep. Okay.
Any finishing thoughts, Grant?
No.
Anything you have to say to the world?
Say something. You have any upcoming projects you want the world know? Any
Stay
movies
safe.
coming out?
Stay
Stay
safe.
safe.
Any music? Anything you have to?
Pass the aux. Tell us what if you get the aux right now. What music? What song you playing?
Hold on, let me look.
It's gonna be something, Little
It's gonna be
Baby.
Uzi, I guarantee you.
No, it's gonna be Little Baby, 100%.
Didn't he
It's
drop?
gonna be the Closet song.
Nope. I got some new songs. I got some new heat.
Doubt it.
It's gonna be 2C Slide, 100%.
Heating Up by Little Baby.
Yeah, that's not new heat.
That's
bitch.
not new heat.
But it's like I've been listening to it lately. It's a good song. Listen to it.
It's in my
Okay.
playlist.
It's a pump up song. It gets you going.
For when you work out all the time.
3 days a week. Hey, cut some slack.
That's a stretch.
Yeah.
We all know it. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
Peace, love,
Thank you for
howdy.
coming onto the
Adios.
podcast. We
Yeah.
appreciate you. We
I'll go
appreciate
watch
you
the
taking.
first- I'll go
Yeah,
watch the first one.
you fucking better watch the first one. I still can't believe we had you on as the first guest and you didn't watch the
I thought
first one.
I wasn't the first guest. I thought like they were the first guest, but I didn't know that was the fucking tryout.
It was like
Yeah,
episode 0.
It was episode 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is episode 1.
Technically.
Wow, I feel honored.
You shouldn't. You
Yeah,
didn't
you
watch the first one.
I feel honored. Well, it was technically.
You should be honored, but we don't appreciate you. Just make sure you know that.
I think what we're gonna have to do is we're not gonna release your episode first.
Don't you dare do that.
Well, wait.
Don't you dare. This
Well,
is
no,
the
we have
first
some competition. We gotta get him rolling. So
Yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna-
I actually.
I'm gonna bring this podcast down like I did Uber Eats. This is not the first episode.
Grant has power.
Figure this shit
Remember
down.
that.
No, you can't. It's already established. You can't do anything about it now.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. See you, buddy.
See you, Grant.
All right, y'all. Thanks for coming out for the podcast. If you're listening, if you made it this far, appreciate the listen. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Love
We're
you.
done.